The pandemic is bringing unique challenges to members of the blind community. Things like keeping a safe distance and avoiding touching surfaces can be very difficult for people who are blind or visually impaired.
I'm Joy. I'm 24 this year. You generally don't really know where the queues are. Because last time, when people queue very close, right? Then if the line is very obvious. But now it's like one person's space, then so where does the line end then?
Trying to observe safe distancing rules has been difficult.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is NURATIRAH binti KAMARUL AZWAN and I will explain to you why this project is important. Since pandemic COVID-19 attacked the nation, strict regulations by government are established and people have to follow, including keep a safe distance between each other within 1 meter, even when lining up. So this is where this project become pretty handy. We aware that most of us do not pay full attention on safe distance when lining up. Our project, called as Physical Distance Monitoring Device, in short PDMD, will help people deal with daily matters in public places safely by queuing properly. Next, it is quite practical for both common and disabled people as it does not require any effort for users. Therefore, this is to help prevent the spread of COVID-19. The main objectives of PDMD are to improvise a device that can indicate 1 meter distance when public disobey social distance during lining up. Secondly, it is to assist disabled people, especially blind and deaf community, to maintain their social distance within 1 meter during queuing. And of course, to ensure safe distance can be observed all the time with less supervision.
Hi, I am FARIHA and I will continue on material selection analysis. There are 4 important steps for selecting the best material for body part consists of translating, screening, ranking and documentation. As long as the material meets the required properties, the perfect material that is good in range is chosen. Based on the ranking table, polypropylene has the highest rating among all of the material. The conclusion that can be made from the selection material matrix are polypropylene PP has the highest rating in terms of density, oxidation resistant, water resistant, electrical property and recyclability compared to other material.
So here's are the components that we use for our device. 12-volt battery, breadboard, Arduino board, DC-DC buck converter, wire, buzzer, ultrasonic sensor, relay and 12-volt line. This is the 3D design of our device. At the top part of the cone, we put light and ultrasonic sensor to give signal to the light and buzzer to give warning when a person not standing in the required place. This to ensure the 1 meter SOP is followed at all times. The second photo at the bottom shows that our device can be folded or retracted to make the product storage easier. Upper limb assessment has been made to get our ergonomic scores for the installation and dismantling of our product. For the installation part, the upper arm, lower arm, wrist score and wrist twist was measured in range from 1 to 5 according to the rating description. That one is for post JA, where our product score is 2. As we don't have to add muscle score, we can proceed to add force or load score. Our product is not that heavy as it only weighs around 2 to 3 kg, so we get 1 score for the force or load score. So, the total score for wrist and arm is 3. Then we move on to the B part, where we collect scores for neck, trunk and leg analysis. The total score for part B is 4. According to the table C, the final ruler scores for our device is 4, which needs further investigation and changes may be needed. The same steps goes on for dismantling the device. The ruler score for dismantling is also 4, which means we need further investigation and changes may be made to our device. From the video shown earlier, you can see now how the product works. The ultrasonic sensor will detect the person in 1.3 meter range and it will activate the light and the buzzer to give warning. As soon as the person steps out of the no stand zone, the buzzer and light will immediately turn off. Here's the electronic analysis that will be made on several electronic components used in our product. The 12-volt battery is used as the source of power. The battery will give supply to Arduino, which only needs 5 volts of power to operate, and the power is split into another 9 to the light that requires 12 volts to operate. The ultrasonic sensor provides fast detection and suitable sensitivity, so it's been chosen to be used in our device. This is the calculation made for the hours of usage for the battery. The formula is 10 times ampere per hour, and it is divided with total appliance load in watt. The battery capacity in ampere per hour for our battery is 70 ampere per hour. It is divided with total appliance load in watt, which is 6.43 watt. So we can get around 108 hours of usage when we use the 12-volt battery.
For your acknowledgement, this project fabrication did not undergo any machining or proper manufacturing process because there are many obstacles that prevent us to use workshop. Fortunately, we came up with assumptions for this project on mass production operation. Here is the mechanical part flowchart that visualizes the journey or procedures applied to make the body part of PDMD, such as stand pole and the base. As you can see, the shaping process for stand pole is using plastic injection molding. Because there is no treatment process needed, it will go directly through finishing, which is edge trimming process. Then, to make the custom base, it will have to go through 3 phases, which are cutting, joining, and finishing process, since the material is sheet metal. So, why we use blanking for cutting process? It is because it is suitable for mass production that require excellent dimensional control and repeatability. Besides, it is also need to be assembled by slot-in and labeling. As for electrical part, the flowchart is also structured generally for developing PDMD device. This is how it looks like in order to develop a device to be manufactured. It will have to go through these processes to produce a device in mass production. To start, first we have to make a system block diagram, then select suitable component to use and followed by other stages. Secondly, we have to develop POC using Arduino Mega. We use Mega because it provides more inputs and outputs. And most importantly is design the schematic circuit diagram to proceed to wiring and etc. For programming flowchart, you see it does not have an end or finish because it will always see in the loop. Let me tell you how the program works. As soon as it turns on, the 12-volt power supply will pass through DC-DC converter. After the power supply, the distance sensor will activate and it has 2 conditions. If it is low, that means there's no presence, but when it's high, means there's presence of people standing in the X region, more than 10 seconds. The sensors will transmit signal to buzzer and light to activate at the same time to alert the people who disobey 1 meter apart during queue.
Greetings to everyone, I'm ANUSHA. I will continue with cost analysis. There are 12 main materials that used to produce this product, which are alkalic PMMA for base of the retractable cone, polypropylene for 7 body parts of the cone, ABS polycarbonate for pilot lamp, PVC plasticide for gap mechanism, and stainless steel for screw. Some of them are bought from Shopee, for example, retractable cone and pilot lamp. The others are bought from electronic component shop. The total cost of the material is 149 ringgit and 5 cents. Next, this is the complete list of our products' fixed costs. The assumption of product we will produce in a month is 55 units. This includes the rental fee, property taxes, shipping charges, transportation charges for material and parts supply and part assembly. All of this will cost 32,043 ringgit. This shows the complete list of variable costs. The direct expenses, which are including electricity and water, these will cost 3,700 ringgit. Next is calculation of selling price. In order to do that, we must calculate the total production cost by adding the total variable cost and total fixed cost divided by assumption per month. Hence, we will get 650 units. We have set the minimum profit margin is 12%, so the cost per unit multiplied with 12% will get 78 ringgit. The selling price will get 728 ringgit by adding the cost per unit and profit margin. The last one is break-even point. By using the formula fixed cost divided by unit contribution, as a result, we need to sell 55 units.
Hi, my name is FARIHA RAZAK and I will continue on the topic of sustainability. When it comes to a sustainability of product means it must deliver environmental, economic and social advantage while maintaining human health and the environment throughout its entire life cycle from raw material extraction to final disposal. This is sustainability result based on sustainable mine software. The result shown for impact per functional unit is only 0.0099 millipoint per 1 year of use, but total amount of service is said to be 100. During the usage phase, it produces zero carbon footprint. The way to dispose each part is recycling, so there is zero landfill and zero hazardous waste generation. There are 4 goals for the sustainability development, which are ease of disassemble, produce a greener product, use a minimal materials and minimize the manufacturing waste. These are our product and there are 5 different materials choose to fabricate our product. With as little material as possible, this product has simplistic design. To make sure each part can be reused and remanufacturing, we use raw material that can be sustained. Polypropylene is the first material used to make our body part. It is considered as a sustainable material because this material is completely recyclable. It is also inexpensive in price. It has lower density that resolve the sustainability issues in terms of waste reduction and energy use. Apparently, this PP can decrease the amount of manufactured renewable resource. Next, the second material is stainless steel. It is a material that can be recycled, means it can be recycled into infinite number of times without reduction of quality. Thirdly, is a material namely acrylic polymetal metal chloride (PDMD). It has a good impact to the environment because it can be completely recycled, where it can be used for energy recovery and chemical or mechanical recycling. This way will help in order to minimize waste, reuse and reduce the material. It does not contain any toxic material or heavy metal which may cause environmental damage or health risk. Besides, it releases no pollutant substances and definitely save the environment. Next is a material of polyvinyl chloride known as a PVC. It is considered as a plastic that cannot be recycled. It can emit a hazardous substances that can contaminate humans and environment throughout life cycle during its production, use and disposal. PVC cannot be recycled when the use life is reaching its end and will either have to be dumped where harmful compounds are leached or incinerated. However, PVC is highly durable and energy efficient, which make it extremely effective use of raw material. It is also cheap in cost compared to other plastic material. Lastly, ABS polycarbonate is a material that can be recycled where it can go back to its primary production loop to make it as different as usable material. According to this, ABS can consider as a sustainable material. It is relatively harmful to human and environment because the material does not have carcinogen and do not adverse health effects as it is exposed. Thank you.
We need to apply the new norm lifestyle as soon as possible if we want to win over this pandemic COVID-19. The selfishness and ignorance of certain citizens will bring disaster and affect the nationwide, and it is not fair to those who follows and comply the social distancing and other standard operating procedures given by the Health Ministry. To overcome this dispute, we come with an idea called Physical Distancing Monitoring Device (PDMD), where this product will guide and give admonishment for public to follow the safe distance. The possibility to get infected by getting queued in the crowd will be reduced indirectly. Handicapped people are not left behind, where this project comes with an alert light for deaf persons and a buzzer to aware the blinds. The product is designed to be easily handled and will work without human supervision. An event and place who suspect crowd gathering should have this monitoring device. We pour our blood, sweat and tears to see through this product so that this product will assist the public to follow SOP by always keeping the safe distance. We hope that our product can become one of the stepping stones for humanization to win against this pandemic and having our usual life backs. That's all from our group. This is our product, Physical Distancing Monitoring Device. Thank you.
Stay safe
And always
Follow
The SOP